Hey guys, Captain Smash, Smash Strength Lab. Today's topic for the blog is why weighing in for women sucks and how weight loss can be affected over the course of the month for a woman. So now, I often tell my gals, hey, don't look at the scale. The scale lies to you. It doesn't matter what's on it. The number does not matter, right? What matters is what you look like, what you feel, and how you look in the mirror or in a picture, okay? Those are the easiest ways to track for women, simply because, you know, your weight is affected by so many different things. So, and off the chart behind me, I have all of the things, or close to all of the things, that will affect your weight on a daily and weekly, monthly basis, right? So these are very crucial for women, especially hormones, okay? So now, Water is our biggest substance in the body. It's constantly going through our bodies. If you're not drinking enough or you're drinking a lot more, your daily water intake will affect how much you weigh. So in essence, you can weigh lighter in the morning, drink a lot of fluid later in the day, and essentially you'll weigh more. This has no effect on how much body fat you carry or how much muscle mass you have. It has no implication of that. So your daily water consumption can impact your scale weight from 5 to 10 pounds, depending on how you're holding water, how many carbs you're eating, a whole bunch of different things. So water is one of the biggest things that fluctuates on a daily basis and can often skew results. And it'll give you a good game in the head, because you'll look at the scale in the morning, you'll be lighter, and then you'll go and weigh yourself in the evening and you'll be heavier. So don't do that. Watch out for water. Food eaten, okay? So this is a big one too. So for people that are on a moderately high or moderate carb diet, they're gonna have large implications with their weight, because if you've ever noticed, you go out for dinner, you eat a big pasta dinner at some restaurant, it has lots of carbs and lots of sodium. The next day you weigh like 10 pounds more, okay? That's a lot of water bloating. Carbohydrates, every gram of carbohydrates has 3 molecules of water that attach to it. So when those carbohydrates store in the muscles and in the liver, they're going to suck up a lot of water with them. So essentially you're gaining a lot of glycogen mass and extra water weight just due to eating more carbs. So now, another thing that often people forget to realize is, you know, they weigh themselves and they don't have any impact, or they don't think about what they've eaten the day before. So if you haven't gone poop or had a bowel movement recently, that's going to affect your weight too. Hormones are probably the most serious one for women. Women have a tough time with the middle and late stages of their cycle, mainly because the aldosterone, the water regulator in the body, gets kind of confused. Progesterone kind of compounds it and binds to a receptor site that causes water retention. So hence, a lot of women get a lot more bloating during that time of the month. So in essence, they're going to weigh more. So as women progress through the start of their cycle, they weigh less, and as they progress to the end of their cycle, they're going to weigh more just due to holding on to a little bit of excess water. Plus, if you add in these other things like extra carbohydrate, extra sodium, which we'll get into in a minute, that's going to cause a lot of extra water holding too. So all of these things are going to cause you to weigh more at a particular time period, especially in the month on your monthly cycle, and you're just not going to be able to calculate weight loss very accurately that way, because the scale is going to be bouncing all over the place and you're going to get frustrated. You're going to be like, what is going on here? I don't understand. So if you want to keep track of the scale, the way to do it is to keep a tally. You can either do this daily and record it on a logbook and then kind of average it out at the end of the month, or you can weigh in at the end of every week, kind of calculate every week on your cycle, so you can kind of get a ballpark estimate. But it's going to be like on a 4 or 5 week cycle where you're going to kind of go up and down, and you should notice a general trend downward from there if you're on a weight loss cycle. Or if you're just trying to maintain, you're just going to notice a very small fluctuation in weight toward the end of your cycle, and then you'll be kind of right back where you started from. So that's generally the easiest way to do that. But honestly, for all intents and purposes, crush your scale, throw it out in the garbage, and get the hell rid of it. It's just not worth it. Start taking pictures, take measurements, circumference measurements around the common areas, the chest, the abs, the waist, the hips, arm, leg, lower calf, and track those changes over time, because if those areas are coming down, you're obviously losing some fat. Take pictures. You know, pictures never lie. They can often show progress that even the scale and a good body comp caliper can't show. So those are my most common methods of keeping track of weight loss for women. Don't rely on the scale too much. There's just too much stuff that can go wrong with using the scale, and it plays with your head. It's just gonna make you frustrated. So, if you're having trouble, focus on one of those other methods that I mentioned and get rid of your scale. Thanks for listening. If you like this video and you think somebody else might just see it, give it a like and then give it a share. Thanks so much. See you later.